Hey, thanks for tuning in to Real Talk Uncut. Today, again on the panel we have
Afton,
Wendy,
Belon.
and we came together to bring you Real Talk Uncut, okay? Alright, so we're going to start off with breaking news first. It's a great relief to bring to you today that the suspected roadside highway killer is what? In jail. James Willie, 28, of Sardis, Mississippi, was arrested last Tuesday on allegedly rape charges. So when they got to the home, they noticed that the gun that connected him to the highway killings was in his possession. So you know what? Right now he hasn't been charged, but he is the alleged suspected highway killer.
Oh my.
James Willie is 28 years old of Sardis, Mississippi.
Our young people.
Sardis, Mississippi.
But authorities also say he's a known crackhead in the area. So
Leave that crack alone.
It
What Wendy
kills.
said, crack is whack.
Rick James said it too. I'm
know
trying to
you
tell
right.
y'all.
I know you right.
And in other news, Donna Summers, it was a diva who defined the disco moment. Donna Summers, 63, died last Thursday. She lost her life to lung cancer and she never smoked a day in her life. She was known as the queen of disco.
Secondhand smoke, it'll kill you all the time.
And in other news, Lil Boosie, not guilty, was what?
The case that they gave him.
Okay.
Right, shout out to
Alright.
Boosie, baby.
So he was found not guilty in the connection to the murder of Terry Boyd. He's a native from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But he was found guilty for smuggling illegal substance into two correctional facilities. So he was sentenced to 8 years. I don't know how long he's going to be in. I just know they sentenced him to 8 years. So
let's make that correction. On my TL went crazy. Like Boosie's home. Unfortunately, he's not home yet. But keep your head up, Boosie.
And he also said, as soon as he getting out, he is leaving Louisiana because he is a target.
already, Boosie. And in political news, Obama is supporting gay marriage or same-sex marriage. Most Americans suspect Obama's decision was for politics and not for policy. 60%, and this survey was done by New York Times, 67% said he changed his views on gay marriage. It was due to political reasons. 24% believes that it was right. He changed his mind because he feel like that we should, give them their, if they want to get married, then, hey, just do it. We're going to wait on that because we know she has a strong opinion. So before we get to her, because she ready, baby. Okay. Supporters like T.I., Jay-Z, and 50 Cent, when they interviews was done, asking are they still going with President Obama, because of his view on same-sex marriage. And they're saying like, okay, do what you do. Basically, your lifestyle does not affect mine. So if you want to marry a woman, Jill want to marry Jane, Jane want to marry Susan, do what you do because you ain't affecting me. I'm still gonna marry a man. So they basically just saying, we're with Obama. Now whatever y'all do is y'all business.
Okay.
Comment.
Okay. I agree in regards to him changing his mind in regards to politics because we all know Biden, Vice President Biden, his daughter is a lesbian. And so for him to be reelected, he feels that this is what will help him. But what he doesn't know is that now in polls he's behind. Romney is in head. And we both know we do not need a Republican office. Now, I am not any person to judge anything, okay? But I have my opinions and I have my views as well, okay? I believe that marriage should be for a man and a woman. That's just how I feel. Now, I understand that if the economy, society did not recognize homosexual marriage, gays and lesbian marriage, I understand it if we didn't do that, but that's not the case. We have domestic partnership. You're able to claim each other on your insurance. You're able to on your taxes. You can. So it's not like if your significant other dies that it's over. That's how it is for a girlfriend and boyfriend. But for domestic partnership, it's totally different. You have just as much as right as a husband and a wife. So I feel like, you know, to me, you can have a license that says domestic partnership. It doesn't have to be marriage. Who can define your relationship? Because you're going to love this man and you're going to love this woman regardless of what me or the next person says.
Right. And Romeo and Juliet said that a long time ago, you can't help who you love.
Point blank, period.
Beautifully said.
Shakespeare.
Few voters consider same-sex marriage their top issue. Some say it makes no difference in their choice of president. Like, I don't care if Obama goes for gay marriage, and I'm still going to go with him if that's who I choose for president.
That's what
Many surveys have shown a rise in support, and especially young generation saying that, oh yes, we're with Obama because now he's for same-sex marriage. And I believe that the younger generation is going for it because the younger generation is the more what? Same sex, because the younger generation is basically out of control.
That's right.
Now I'm just putting it out there. They're out of control. They do whatever they want to do because they have no what? Okay, their parents ain't at home. They're absent in their life.
They're raising them state
leaders.
Okay. All right. 32% says federal government should decide rather than the states. 50% favors an amendment to the federal constitution allowing marriage only between a man and a woman and overruling state laws to the contrary. So. But that's just what voters are saying. But however, the main issue about Obama and gay marriage is the black community. The black churches are what? They ain't going.
Against
They are totally against it.
I'm from the old Southern rugged Baptist.
They are mad at Obama right now, and they're calling a ruckus. They're very mad. They're very mad at President Obama because that he is, you know, he's supporting it. He's supporting it. He didn't just say he for it. He said he's supporting it.
Right.
You know, so I mean, he's like, hey, do what you do. If that's what's gonna make you happy, then he's for the people. That's what I'm getting from it. But black churches, with this right here has become a political issue, an election issue, and a topic of discussion. That's the reason why we mention it now about black churches and gay marriage and with Obama. Because in a black community, for a person being lesbian or a gay in the African community, it can separate you from your community, from your church, and from your family.
That is so true.
Back in the day, they weren't going, and you didn't see as many. They were in the closet, put it like that. They probably had those, you know, wanted to go out, but just wasn't going out, wasn't getting out the closet right then. So I believe that's what they were doing. Black churches are totally against same-sex marriage. I even have some quotes from Bishop Timothy Clark. He's the head of First Church of God in Columbus, Ohio. He disagrees with Obama. He opposes gay marriage, and they're preaching about it now. Okay, now they're going hard in the service saying no. God said Adam and Eve. They're not going. But on the other side, you do have, you know, even though they're not going, he also says he believes the president is a good man. He believes that he made this decision in good faith, and he believed that before he came out and said all this, that he even prayed about it to, you know, to make sure that whatever he said it came from the heart and it came from God. So I'm not mad at Obama. But Pastor Enoch Fuzz, he's the pastor of Corinthian Missionary Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee. He says he understands why pastor opposes gay marriage. He understands, and he plans to discuss this today. So he's supposed to say this today in Nashville, Tennessee, that he supports gay marriage. He says he knows many in black communities have trouble accepting gay marriages, but all of us have gay friends, gay family members, and we love them all regardless of their gay or not. Regardless. So he basically saying he understands why Obama, you know, supports it. And, you know, he's with Obama and he supports it too because he has family members that's gay. You know, who am I to judge you because you want to date somebody else of the same sex?
Correct. That is so true. And again, President Obama, I am going to re-elect him. I'm a huge fan, but I do have some policies that I disagree, you know, because, and it was not just because he, the same-sex marriages. That's his opinion. He feels that he's for it. Great. Because I have gay friends. I love them to death, regardless if they're not gay or not. And I do have gay friends who doesn't support same-sex marriages. They feel, no, a man and a woman should be together. So, I mean, but the thing about President Obama, like I stated, he's for same-sex marriages. I'm still going to re-elect him because I disagree with his immigration policies. So, but I still elected him as president.
Right, and a lot of people saying, like, who gives a flip? Don't nobody really care. Do what you do. If that's what makes you happy, do you.
I agree.
Because someone do.
Yes, and I agree. For the way to be voted, it should be state. It should be state by state. So if you have one state that feels then hey, I don't think it should be any federal laws. It should be state by state.
By the people. That's right.
Right, for people. That's correct.
Okay. And also, while we're mentioning black community and black churches, we do want to bring up this topic about the family that was locked in the restaurant because they didn't want to pay.
Great transition, Miss Mister. Very good.
I do want to bring that up. I mean, it was already added. It's even on the menu. It's in there, for instance, on the menu. It says if you have a part of 8 or more, you have to pay this. I mean, like,
every restaurant. Please repeat that public service announcement.
Every restaurant.
Pretend that our black people, some of us don't know about the gratuity laws or what's expected when you go to these restaurants. So
every restaurant
provided.
And they said their reason for not paying because the service was bad. I understand, but this wasn't nothing out your pocket extra. This is on your ticket, boo. And you don't have to give them nothing extra. You know what I'm saying? Just pay. It's basically you don't want to pay for your food. You ate all your food and you don't want to pay for it. That's what I'm getting from. It's the same thing because it's on your what? On your ticket.
I mean, what restaurant do you go to with a party of 10 and think you're not going to pay gratuity? Now that's fast food.
That's all the Mickey D's, baby.
Okay. Even Applebee's.
And that's why you was on TV. They couldn't wait to say this black family, not 2 people, not a black person, a whole group of y'all.
Right.
A whole group.
You
Just pay and say, I'm not going back. But you was like, I ain't paying for my food. I ain't paying for my food.
And that's why you got locked in that restaurant.
And that's why the police came. That's why you've been on national TV. That's why everybody laughing at you. Not only black community, but the what? White community.
That's right.
The Mexicans gonna laugh at us.
The
Mexicans gonna pay theirs now. I'm just saying. Okay, everybody laughing now. Come on, we got to do better. As a whole, we got to do better. And it's probably some white people out there did the same thing before.
Right.
But guess what? They weren't on the news. We were. Okay.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to pay gratuity, maybe we should have a picnic.
Family could have got together and had a happy blanket day.
Yeah.
What you can save money? Service sale.
Yes. Hey.
How about this? What's wrong with dinner? I mean, it don't have to be Sunday for the family to get together for Sunday dinner.
True.
Everybody could have came to the crib, brought up potluck with your family for the freebie. All you gotta do is go to the grocery store.
So remember, my black people, if you taking the whole family out for dinner, include the gratuity tip inside your tab. Otherwise, don't go.
I bet they had food all over the floor.
Babies was hollering.
I'm just saying. From this type of action, I know it went like that. I'm just saying. I mean, you don't want to pay for your food. I bet you had the biggest mess at the table. Your food went right sitting back and I ain't done.
I hope not.
You did all
you know how we can get it.
I hope not.
I hope not, because I'm just saying, I'm just being funny. I'm just saying, since you took it there, I'm going to take it there too with my jokes. But that's it.
Now, I understand services, were bad because they're saying that the services were bad. The waiter or the waitress had horrible service, and I understand that. But when you're in a big party, you can't decide in regards to tips. Because, if it's 2 or 3 of us, and you have bad service, I'm not mad. I appreciate it. Your tip is to do it right next time. But if it's 10 of us, I know I can't do that.
Some people go too hard. I have felt sorry for people at the restaurant who just want to be mad for no reason. If you all mad and stuff when you go out to eat, stay at home.
Stay at home.
That's another reason to stay at home, because we, the people of the United States of America, don't want to deal with your attitude.
Right, because I go out to have a what? Good.
Okay, if you all mad, boggled up inside, stay at home, please, because you making that person have a bad day because they just trying to get some money. They already frustrated because they know you gonna come in there acting like that, and they just trying to get them a little money, help them out. You know what I'm saying? Just don't even come.
And that waiter or waitress, I bet you next time you'll have a better attitude. I know next time you're gonna have a better attitude, because I know days I don't want to go to work. But you gotta pay your bills, so you gotta come to work.
But sometimes,
and put that smile
sometimes it don't even be the waiter or the waitress. I'm talking about the people who comes there, who looks at people who's waiting on waitress as belittle people. They just trying to make money just like you. That's their job. You have your job doing you. They got their job doing them. So respect them on any level.
But but that goes to the waiter or waitress. They see a black person, a black couple, or young people, and say, "Oh, they're not gonna leave me a good tip." So I'm going to be rude and mean to them. You don't know what's in my pocket.
Serve you.
Yes, you don't know what's what's in my pocket now. I work hard every day.
And that happened to us before. We went out to Outback, and the black guy did not want to serve us. But I'm just putting it out there. It was Outback, baby. And the black guy didn't want to serve us, and the white girl came over. And she served us, and we left her a tip to let her, a good one too, to let the black guy know it could have been in your pocket. But you looked at us like, oh, they ain't going to leave me nothing because they black. But you was kissing everybody else. Okay? You was kissing that, really. You really was. And they probably leave you number $2, but that's what you deserve them, $2.
Yeah.
$2 tip, nigga.
But he may have been a victim of the incident that we were speaking of.
He may have been, but you can't treat everybody like that.
Right.
You really can't because you messed up on your tip.
Now your shoes are still messed up because his shoes is raggedy.
That ain't all raggedy, y'all.
So that $2.
Your life was raggedy. Okay, I'm just saying. I really got mad at that guy. I don't mean to take it there, but I'm just saying.
So I want to talk about how black women and black people are portrayed on reality TV.
Trash.
Now I know we've seen the latest Basketball Wives and how Tammy reacted to Keasha and how embarrassed I was for being a black woman because how she reacted, just so being a bully and being so just rude and mean towards her. But I want to say that, I always want to say black women have attitudes and how we roll our necks and how we point our fingers and how we are portrayed. But let's talk about Evelyn. She's not a black woman. Thank you.
I was waiting on somebody to say something about
She's
that.
not black.
She's not
black. And she hangs around black people. She's Mexican.
Okay, and look how she acts. You know, she was, and the thing about it is, she wasn't raised by black women. She wasn't raised by a black family. She was raised by a Latino family. Her mom is Latino. Her dad's Latino, okay? And look, the attitude she has, but no one wants to talk about that. They want to say, oh, black woman has an attitude, black woman this and black woman that, but she's a Latino woman. And how she's acting on TV, jumping across chairs and everything.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, friend, but I do have to mention the black woman who they don't mention, who stood her ground and acted like a lady, was who? Jen, my girl. She held it down. You know, they can say whatever they want to say about you, Jen, but I'm here.
Yes, we are here.
And you held yourself down. You said you're not gonna be fighting on TV.
That's right.
With Evelyn, and you did. You know, I know that's been your friend forever, but I'm glad you just. You know, did you? But that girl hit you upside your head. And even though you my girl, she supposed to got hit back.
Okay. But she wasn't raised like that. She never encountered anyone coming at her like that. Now, some of us have encountered, you know, women jumping bad and want to get crazy, and we have to show them that don't let the cute face fool you, sweetie.
Right. You have to let them know. You have to let them know, Jen, because they're gonna play you weak just because you're beautiful. Right. So you do have to let them know, like, if you hit me upside my head, bitch is going down.
I know.
Point blank. Point blank and period. There's nothing more to say about that.
Don't touch me. Don't look at me like you want to hit me because I might want to hit you.
Yes, I mean, just think about it. Right, and we're grown women, so I'm at the point in my life, you can say whatever you want to say about me. You don't pay no bills. You don't make no bills. You don't give me any money. So, you know, I don't care what anyone say about me. But when you come up in my space,
in my zone,
I have every right by law, okay, by law, to defend myself, point blank